Hi, and welcome to After Ellen's chat room. Today we're talking about what happens with your family after the coming out phase. Lindsay, ASL, age, sex, location.
Oh, I was like, no, I don't speak ASL.
Liana? Okay,
And,
so what was that?
It was a magic trick. I signed how old I was.
Evelyn?
I feel like the older I get, the younger I feel.
Right.
Like emotionally, because it was like, it used to be so heavy, you guys.
So my first question to you guys is bringing someone home to meet mom and dad. How has that gone? Tell me about it. Evelyn, you want to start?
I've never had necessarily a bad reaction. You know, every once in a while, my parents probably would prefer me in the past to have made a different choice. But they want to be supportive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they don't want to be like, I don't like it. I don't like her. I don't like they're not, you know.
Do you think they really like her?
My fiance, yes, they love her, which is great.
Good.
Where are you from?
Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, that would be why. I was like waiting for that. Okay.
Why?
Because it just, you were talking about they
Yes.
want to be supportive, which is very different. It's sort of like a bless her heart kind of way. Like we're going to talk about you, we're going to say bless your heart in the meantime. Like that's what I was getting. So,
Yeah, it's straight up Southern for sure.
Yeah.
I think all three of you are actually Southern on this.
in different ways.
Nice. Nice. I feel like also if you have any track record of anyone you've ever dated that your parents necessarily don't like or don't feel is the right person for you, once you bring home the one that they do like, they're like, yes, I really love you now. Like I especially love you.
That's a really good plan.
Yeah.
Start bringing home
Dogs.
assholes.
I just know it won't work because my ex, one of my exes, after we broke up, I was her first girlfriend, and she went on to date a guy that was really, really bad for her. I called her mother concerned about it, and her mother said, I know, we've been through worse. Like, she had to come home and say she was dating like you, and at that point I was like in college, I'd never done a drug in my life, and I was doing like really great, and I couldn't believe that she would compare. It hurt me so bad. But anyway, it doesn't work, because in their eyes, you're like, at least it's a guy if they're like that prejudiced. You've never even brought a girlfriend home, right? Because your parents are sort of, you fill in the blank.
They're, I think, the kind of Southern that's like very stuck in their ways. You know, they're very strictly religious, so they have a hard time. But you know, they're progressing. They're trying really, really hard, but it's just a really slow road.
I see that you're wearing your rose quartz to like open your heart.
Have you guys ever had your partner's parents or family be a certain way with you that it was really awkward?
I mean, fortunately, I've never had that experience that like anybody's just terrible to me because I'm a woman.
I definitely have. I dated a gal for 5 years, and I wasn't allowed in her house like once. But her next girlfriend got to go in and out of the house. And out of the house freely because, you know, so someone's got to be first.
Do your parents try to show their support for you in any way, in any funny ways, like maybe sending you things when they hear, you know, a news story about Ellen or something like that?
My brother is always asking me, like, when a celebrity will come out, he'd be like, did you know? Did you know? Why didn't you tell me? Like, so it's been going on for years.
Anytime Ellen posts a dance video, I will get it on my Facebook wall.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, or
So much.
That's like every day.
it's like the biggest compliment straight people can think of is like, to you. And they mean it. They're like, you remind me of Ellen. You look like Ellen. They just, it's like, oh,
By the
thank
way,
you.
like, you literally don't look like Ellen
At all. Well, Lindsay
Very
dreams
funny.
of getting Ellen dance videos from her family.
One day, I don't know. I will say last time that they were here, we were talking a lot about like Caitlyn Jenner and trans stuff, which is like, if they thought the whole lesbian thing was mind-blowing, you should see them try to deal with the trans stuff. But they were like, Lindsay, are you trans?
They just think it's all related.
Yeah, they were like, well, you're always on the cutting edge.
All right.
That totally reminds me, that did happen to me. My dad, when I was in high school, opens the door and he goes, Liana, I just have something to tell you. I'm like, what? And he's like, if you are trans, I will support you.
Like, thank you,
And I was
Dad.
like,
That's really cool, though.
Dad,
It is
thanks.
very
I go,
cool
but I'm
that
not
you're
trans. He goes,
trans.
nope. My coworker walked by, saw your picture in my office, and was like, are you sure she's not trans? And my dad was like, I don't know. So he came
Oh, he
home
was like really
and was
concerned
like,
that he did
yes.
not know.
He was like, you can tell me. I'm like, I will tell you.
It's about love. It really is. And, you know, if you love anybody, you want them to be happy. You want them to be who they are, you know, like as Caitlyn Jenner says, she wants to be her authentic self, and that's what all of us want to be.
There's a lot of power in just standing in your truth, and it allows the other person to rise to the occasion.
It also does something, I think, even without you realizing it, if you're not being fully honest with your family or the people around you, like it will affect you negatively. I think the life that you can live when everyone is very aware of your scoop is so much better than one where you're hiding or scared. And it's a constant battle. Like, it's probably something I'll always be battling or dealing with. I'll probably have to come out constantly
Yes.
for the rest of
You
my
will,
life.
forever.
I will. But challenge accepted.
Yes.
I don't really have much of a choice.
Challenge accepted. Fist pump for you. This is Eileen Miles' fist.
Could you say Eileen Miles for the youngins at home to Google?
Google Eileen Miles. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of After Ellen Chat Room. See you next time.